Night Baseball from the Twin Cities. Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, the first Urban Santana gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, how I categorize this guy, I'd say he's a very reliable major league pitcher. Last year, ERA under 3.5, but he's consistent. What you see is what you get. He gives you innings, and he takes the ball for you.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Rosario. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Harold, what's the key to continuing the winning streak?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say, have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him, so that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Dribbled to the right side, but it gets fouled.
Well, if you're wondering what kind of night he might have, he's giving us good signs. The first 3 hitters, he's gotten ahead of. If he does that, it could be a great night.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So very nice. Jordan Zimmerman gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on Mage?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's the guy that's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground is short. Machado over to his left, and a rather easy first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be a difference maker, as he often is. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue. That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Well, he's got him thinking right now. There's a fastball, then he comes back at the curveball and gets him out in front. I think when you get him out in front like that, you come back and throw another curveball right here.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Byron Buxton becomes the second out at the bottom of the first. Brian Dozier is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, man, it seems like Drummond is pretty reasonable back there. He's consistent. You don't see many guys rubbernecking calls on him. See what happens when you work fast?
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The Twins in order. Still no score. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. This guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Castro has it, and he makes the throw to first. Cabrera is retired, and there's 1 away. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Lifetime numbers against Urban Santana, 13 base hits in 40 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's Carlos Santana now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now here's the pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Now at the plate, Miguel Sano. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Miguel.
That is the outside corner. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss and a ball down.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. And as he records strike three right there, he's now gotten to the odd number of 999 in his career. One away from the even number, a very solid 1,000. And here's a ball hit in the air. McCann onto the grass, and this will land foul. Bottom of the second here with no score. Scorched to third. On to first, and there were two down. Digging in, Eddie Rosario. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike. Zimmerman steps into the windup. 0-1 pitch on its way. Got a big pass and a slider that gets past him. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2. Here's Mike Napoli now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off. The Twins are set down 1-2-3. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. I guess it is swinging a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Digging in once again, Victor Martinez. No hits and 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Just got a piece up the line. That rolls foul for strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tap down the line. That lines up foul for the second strike.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Another one sent foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
The 0-2 once more. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find a stance foul down the right field line.
This is turning into quite an at-bat. That's 5 foul balls. He's seen a lot of pitches.
High in the air into shallow left center. Rosario is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Carlos Santana. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he's done a real nice job of that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
High pop-up. And Castro will stay with this one to make the play, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We are still scoreless. Ready once again, Danny Santana. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. And here's a ball hit in the air. McCann backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Digging in now, Byron Buxton, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
That pitch right there, Matt, 100%. Every hitter, listen to this, every hitter in the game, he's throwing a first pitch strike to. That's ridiculous.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just a touch outside, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. Here's Brian Dozier now. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Couldn't quite time the breaking ball there as this is fouled away off to the right. Strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
That misses 1-2.
Trying to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a match. The Twins in order, still no score. Here's Mike Napoli now. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Matt Belisle is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Into the box now, James McCann. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. He's set, here it comes. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
And this one gets away. No movement on base. It's ball one. Some movement down the Minnesota bullpen as the right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-0 delivery. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, the pitch. This is line to left. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. In the score, the runner from third. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Man, come up late in the game and get 2 runs driven in to put you ahead of the game that was tied. That is beautiful. Now it's up to the pitch.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
2-1 now. Grounded to the right. Dozier gets to it to second for one. On to Mauer. It's a double play. Striding in, Dixon Machado. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And this is on the outside corner for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. And that get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Standing in, Miguel Sano. They get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Grounded weakly to the left. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. Max Cutler, the next to grab a bat. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. In there for strike one.
Now, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now batting, Eddie Rosario. Going to strike out victim twice in this one. Here's the first pitch chop foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Butler is after it. And the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. A shot there at St. Paul, Minnesota, just down I-94 from where we are as we're set for the 9th inning of this one. Glenn Perkins enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Pushed softly over toward the right side. And this is taken for the out. Digging in, Miguel Cabrera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, you got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Comes set with the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2. Here's the switch-hitting Victor Martinez. His career numbers in this matchup, 7 hits in 19 tries. He also has 1 home run. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball hit hard to the left side, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So here's Joe Mauer. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Machado fields it cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
batter, number 11.
Now to the plate, Jorge Polanco. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. But this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. A cold strike on the inside corner.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He represents the 27th and many hope final batter in this masterful performance. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. The 0-1. That's cut on and missed, so now the Twins are down to their final strike here.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Strike 3 called, and it's over. He's pitched a perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our top player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, there's absolutely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He dominated this game, and he really never allowed the opposition to gain any kind of momentum. This was fun to watch.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers. 2 runs on 5.